Welcome to your Sun Salutation practice. Today we will be moving through 3 different Sun Salutations, Surya Namaskar, Surya Namaskara A, and Surya Namaskara B. We will be doing each Sun Salutation twice, once gently moving through the postures to kind of get a grip on the postures, get to know them, and then we'll also be moving through it once in a flow on our breath. So, if you're ready, grab your mat, grab some water, and let's begin. Starting out at the front of our mat, starting out with Surya Namaskar, the most classic Sun Salutation. Plant your feet on the mat, preferably feet together. If possible, big toes touching. If that doesn't feel right, feel free to place them hip-width distance, but no further apart than that. Alright, planting the feet in the mat. Legs are nice and active, so pulling up your kneecaps. If you don't know what I mean, make sure to really activate your upper legs. Gently rotating the pelvis, so sit bones go down. You should feel the lower belly activate. Just as nice and open as a shawl. Roll the shoulders back and down, arms alongside the body. You should be standing pretty active here. Right. Going into mountain pose. This is the start of each Sun Salutation. The start and end. Your next inhale, circle your arms all the way up, gazing towards the thumbs, finding length. On the exhale, folding from the hips, coming into a forward fold. You want to be able to bring your belly onto the upper leg. So even if you need to bend the knees to get there, that's fine. But try to find that contact. Belly on upper legs. Fingertips on your mat. And then maybe straighten out the legs a little bit more if you have the space to do so. But try to keep the contact. Belly on the thighs. Just allowing your head to hang there. It doesn't have to do anything. Alright, from here on your next inhale, we are stepping the right foot all the way back. Right knee onto the mat. Coming into a low lunge. Again, fingertips on the mat. Feel free to grab your blocks if that feels good for you. So you can find a bit more height to really open through the chest. So rolling the shoulders back and down. Making sure to keep your knee above your ankle, hips nice and low. From there, plant your hands onto the mat. Your exhale stepping back into a plank. We're usually just moving through. So nice long line from the crown of your head towards your heels. And from there to find Chaturanga. Slightly shift forward, bend the elbows. And coming down all the way onto your mat. Feel free to place your knees on the mat for a slightly more gentle variation. Alright. Push the tops of the feet into the mat. Elbows towards each other behind the back. Now on the inhale, open the chest, cobra. You should be able to lift your hands off the mat here, so it's really coming from the back. Gently coming back down. Curl your toes into the mat. Your exhale, lift the hips all the way up and back. Coming into a downward dog. Making sure your fingers are spread nice and wide. I already am bringing some movement into it, but feel free to bring some movement into the posture. First downward dog of our practice. So maybe bending one knee, then the other. Kind of walking it out on the spot. Really making sure to find nice length along the arms, along the back. Maybe push your heels down, but only if you have that nice length in the back. So I really want to emphasize first lengthening the back before lengthening our legs. From there on your next inhale, step your right foot forwards, left knee onto the mat, coming back into that low lunge. So again, making sure front knee is above your ankle, hips nice and low, opening through the chest. So again, maybe find some height if that feels good for you. On your next inhale, lift your knee off the mat. Exhale, step forward, going back into that forward fold. So again, belly onto your thighs, allowing the head to drop. Root down through the feet. Inhale, circle your arms all the way up, reaching. And exhale, bring the hands down and back alongside your body. That is one round of Surya Namaskar. Let's repeat this on our breath. So again, feet planted on the mat, legs active, chest open. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold, so bending from the hips. On your inhale, stepping your right foot all the way back, right knee into the mat, open the chest. Exhale, planting the hands on the mat, stepping back into a plank, and choose your way down, Chaturanga. On your inhale, open Cobra. And exhale, curl the toes under, downward dog. You could move straight through. Usually this is a resting position, so you would stay a couple of breaths here. Well, let's take one more breath. On your inhale, step your right foot forward, left knee onto the mat, open through the chest. Exhale, stepping back into your forward fold. And inhale, circle the arms all the way up, reach. Exhale. Okay, moving on to Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Here's where it gets different. On the inhale, coming halfway up, so making a tabletop with our back. Hands are either resting onto your shins, maybe fingertips on the mat, or if you have the space, you can keep your hands all the way on the mat, as long as you're lengthening the spine. Again, feel free to also grab some blocks if that feels better for you. From there, on the exhale, we are planting the hands on the mat, stepping back into a plank. Nice long spine. And then choose your way down, Chaturanga. Inhale, open the chest, Cobra. Or in this case, maybe pushing all the way up into an upward dog. In which case, just the hands and the feet are making contact with the mat. So you don't have your knees on the mat, knees are lifted. Push your chest forward in between the arms. Exhale, hips all the way up and back. Downward dog. I have a lying down dog right next to me. Not sure if she's on screen. Alright, on your next inhale, bend the knees. Look forward and then step or hop the feet towards the front of your mat, coming halfway up. So again, making that tabletop with the spine. Exhale, forward fold. So folding from the hips. Inhale, circle the arms all the way up, reaching. Exhale. Okay, let's repeat that again on our breath. So inhale, arms up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full hands on the mat, stepping back or jumping back into plank, and choose your way down, Chaturanga. Keeping the elbows close to the body as you come down. Your inhale, push just forward and up, Cobra or upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Again, downward dog is seen as a resting position, so you might spend a few breaths here. Let's take 2. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step or hop the feet towards the front of the mat, coming halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. And inhale, circle your arms all the way up, reaching. Exhale. All right. Moving on to Surya Namaskar B. Inhale, arms up, bend your knees, coming in Utkatasana, chair pose. All right, so a few points to keep in mind here. You want to be able to still see your toes when you're looking down, so if not, bring your weight slightly more back, so into the heel. Front foot still making contact with the mat, but your weight is more into your heel. Arms are up, and we want to find a nice long spine here, so no banana back. Try to keep your back nice and strong. So again, rotating through the pelvis. Sit bones slightly down and away from you. Spine nice and long. Arms are up and either shoulder width distance, or if you have the space, you can bring the hands together, but only if you can do so with your arms nice and straight. Let's take a last breath here. From here, we are moving into our forward fold on the exhale. And your inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full hands on the mat, stepping back into a plank. And choose your way down. Inhale, open. So cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. All right. In this case, we are moving straight through. So on your next inhale, step your right foot forward in between the hands. Left heel comes onto the mat. Your left foot is kind of pointing forward, kind of pointing towards the side. So about a 45-degree angle. Come all the way up. Front knee above the ankle. Hips next to each other. So push the left hip forward, right hip back. Again, finding that nice long spine. So no banana back. Try to rotate your pelvis, sit bones down. Arms up. Warrior 2. Warrior 1. Try to keep the shoulders away from the ears. Eventually, we are moving into a 90-degree angle with our front knee. So if you want more of a challenge, feel free to bend it a bit more. And if not, please don't force anything. On your next exhale, plant your hands back down, stepping back into a plank. Choose your way down, chaturanga. Inhale, open, so cobra, upward dog. And exhale, downward dog. Again, moving straight through. So in your next inhale, left foot forward, right heel onto the mat. Going back up into your warrior 1. So again, back foot is about a 45-degree angle. Hips facing forward. Front knee above your ankle. Shoulders nice and low, away from the ears. Nice long back. Really make sure to keep pushing the outside edge of your right foot into the mat. So don't allow it to lift and to kind of cave in. Keep pushing it down. Exhale, hands down. Step back into a plank. Choose your way down. On your inhale, open. And exhale, downward dog. This time, taking a rest, so staying here for a few breaths. So really find a nice line, a nice length in the spine. Just gently coming back to your own breath. One more breath here. Next, inhale, bend the knees, look forward, step or hop, front of the mat, coming halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. On your inhale, bend the knees, arms up, Utkatasana, chair pose. So again, make sure you can still see your toes. Exhale, straighten legs, arms down. All right, one last round. Inhale, Utkatasana, chair pose. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, full hands on the mat, stepping back into a plank. Choose your way down, chaturanga. On your inhale, open, cobra, upward dog. Exhale, downward dog. Coming right through. So in your inhale, stepping your right foot forward, left heel onto the mat. Arms up. Exhale, coming back down. Plank, chaturanga. Inhale, open. Exhale, downward dog. Other side. So inhale, left foot forward, right heel down. Arms up. Exhale, hands down. Step back, chaturanga. Inhale, open. And exhale, downward dog. Staying here for a few breaths, take a rest. Let's take one last breath here. Inhale, bend the knees, look forward. Step towards the front of the mat, halfway up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend the knees, arms up, chair pose. And exhale, arms down. Okay. To end of our practice, on your inhale, circle the arms all the way up until your hands touch overhead. Exhale, gently bring them back down in front of your chest, gently closing your eyes. Let's take a nice deep breath for yourself. Taking a nice deep breath for someone we love. Taking a nice deep breath for the world in which we live. Gently bowing down towards yourself to thank yourself for your practice, which took the time out of your day to follow the class. And you can gently open up your eyes again. So that were our 3 variations of the Sun Salutation. These are really nice ways to build up heat in the body, really nice ways to wake up your body. So great to do them in the morning. And you can do as many of these as you like, back to back. You can go through them as fast or slow as you like. So really personalize them to what works for you in your practice. I hope these were helpful for you. If you have any questions, make sure to leave them down below. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. If you would like to practice on, I'll have some up on the screen for you. And if not, I wish you a lovely rest of your day and I hope to see you soon. Bye!